Today, because people were willing to compromise, we have an NHS to be proud of, an institution which unites our country. During my premiership, the UK has led the way, both domestically and internationally, in seeking a new settlement which ensures the internet remains a driver of growth and opportunity, but also that internet companies respond more comprehensively to reasonable and legitimate demands, that they take their wider responsibilities to society more seriously. That's why we're legislating in the UK to create a legal duty of care on internet companies, backed up by an independent regulator with the power to enforce its decisions. We're the first country to put forward such an approach, and such a comprehensive approach, but it is not enough to act alone. Populist movements have seized the opportunity to capitalise on that vacuum. They have embraced the politics of division, identifying the enemies to blame for our problems and offering apparently easy answers. In doing so, they promote a polarised politics, which views the world through the prism of us and them, a prism of winners and losers, which views compromise and cooperation through international institutions as signs of weakness, not strength. President Putin expressed this sentiment clearly on the eve of the G20 summit in Japan, when he said that the liberal idea has become obsolete because it has come into conflict with the interests of the overwhelming majority of the population. This is a cynical falsehood. No one comparing the quality of life or economic success of liberal democracies like the UK, France, and Germany to that of the Russian Federation would conclude that our system is obsolete. It is free and competitive markets that drive the innovation, creativity, and risk-taking that have enabled so many of the great advances of our time. We know it is business that pioneers the industries of the future, secures the investment on which that future depends, and creates jobs and livelihoods for families up and down our country. And we know that free enterprise can also play a crucial role in helping to meet some of the greatest social challenges of our time. But you do not protect the concept of free market capitalism by failing to respond to the legitimate concerns of those who are not feeling its full benefits. You protect free market capitalism and all the benefits it can bring by reforming it so that it works for everyone. That's why I've introduced reforms to working practice and workers' rights to reflect the changes in our economy. It's why I launched the Taylor Review into modern forms of employment like the gig economy, and why we're delivering the biggest improvements in UK workers' rights for 20 years in response to it. It's why I've advanced changes in corporate governance, because business must not only be about commercial success, but about bringing wider benefits to the whole of our society too. These are steps rooted in my conservative political convictions. They are not a rejection of free enterprise, but rather they are the very way to restore the popular legitimacy of free enterprise and make it work for everyone. I believe that taking such an approach is also how we resolve the Brexit impasse. The only way to do so is to deliver on the outcome of the vote in 2016. So I'm deeply disappointed that I haven't been able to deliver Brexit. And look, I did everything I could to do that. I put my own job on the line in order to do that. I was told that if I said I would stand down, then the votes would come behind the deal. I said I'd stand down, and I'm doing so. The votes didn't come. That's politics. But I tried everything I could to ensure that we got that over the line because I thought it was right for the United Kingdom, and that's what's driven me. Well, I'm bound to point out, despite the fact that, yes, we still want to see more women in Parliament, I want to see more women Conservatives in Parliament, that we are the only party that has had two female Prime Ministers, which I think is quite important for the female. And you're asking me, I will continue to champion the need for getting more women into politics. We can find the common ground that will enable us to forge new, innovative global agreements on the most crucial challenges of our time, from protecting our planet to harnessing the power of technology for good. We can renew popular support for liberal democratic values and international cooperation. And in so doing, we can secure our freedom, our prosperity, and our ability to live together peacefully now and for generations to come.